placing you under arrest for the murder of Jedi Master Kellyan Jarro and the destruction of the Republic cruiser Aurora.
Your next step is Hoth. The last specialist that Havoc needs is stationed there.
What a mystery the Force can be. I came seeking a traitor, but found you instead. The time draws near. You're strong and touched by darkness. That is unexpected.
I'll be putting my face on wanted posters instead of advertisements. The whole thing was a Republic setup.
Did you tell me anything about the last specialist?
He's complicated, Captain.
The Emperor's personal executioner was hunting your Padawan. He seemed more interested in meeting me.
Now, as often happens when two Sith first meet, one of us isn't leaving this room alive.
What do you know about this Emperor's Wrath?
Success, sir. Lord Kavos has foolishly given away his position.
To all who excel in the arts of death, be it known that Lord Kavos, Master of Combat, seeks a lieutenant to serve him. I seek a worthy right hand to carry out my commands across the galaxy, and profit immensely. Those who think themselves suited should present themselves at the coordinates included in this message. Come prepared.
Who did Kavos send this message to?
The message was broadcast freely in many underworld channels, and delivered personally to a number of high-profile bounty hunters. The coordinates are on Tatooine, sir. I recommend we move quickly before Kavos can find a suitable lieutenant and move on. For the Republic!
Good news, sir. Garza's people decoded the first portion of those coordinates. Data points to an Imperial excavation site on Tatooine. Looks like my former SWTOR is being held there.
And let's load up and get him out of there.
Ready when you are, sir. On your feet, soldiers.
Lieutenant Jorgen? What are you doing here?
I'm getting you out of here.
Thought we'd have been out of here weeks ago. Who's this?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad? It's an honor, sir.
Okay, enough boot kissing. I want answers, Torv. For starters, how'd you get yourselves captured?
It's all there in our mission outline. Didn't Zane brief you?
Zane? As in Senior Agent Zane? Man's been nothing but trouble for us.
So he didn't... Oh. Then I'm afraid I can't say anything more. SIS orders.
We just saved your life. Now start talking.
But we... Okay, look, we let ourselves get caught. Part of some top-secret SIS op. They implanted tracking devices in us. Plan was to follow us through Imperial space, find out where the imps ship their POWs, and then come rescue us.
It looks like someone forgot to follow through with that last part.
Nobody anticipated the imps would split us up, send us to labor details. Surprised the SIS didn't spring us then.
Typical SIS. Should have known better than to trust those spooks.
Too good an opportunity. You know how many troops we have in those camps.
What if the Imperials had executed you?
He had good intentions, Jorgen.
Yeah. And it landed him in an Imperial labor camp with no ticket home. But you're right. We'll have it out with the SIS later. For now, just sit tight. I'll call for an evac, get you boys home. Well, they're off. The SIS better have a good reason for leaving those men behind.
Zane is involved. Maybe he wants to enlighten us.
I'm sure he'll have something to say about this rescue op of ours. Anyway, we've done all we can for now. I'll see about getting the rest of those coordinates decrypted.
Been doing some light reading lately. Amazing what's tucked away in the Jedi archives. Still hunting down exact details, but get this. The Council can grant Jedi the right to attach under certain circumstances. Heavily monitored, of course. Probably need a special license, but still, interesting.
The Council expressly forbids Jedi from romantic involvement. There has to be a catch.
Being the Jedi who saved Tython from certain destruction might earn us special consideration. We wouldn't be the first, you know. I've even found records of Jedi who were married, had children. Not that I'm suggesting we, you know, I like things the way they are.
If there's any chance we could have the same happiness as normal people, don't you want to try?
Never said I was opposed to making changes. Eyes are tired. Too much reading. Need to relax.
Meet me in my quarters in 2 minutes.
Actually, sneaking around can be kind of fun.
Let me tell you, boss, this is not where I figured I'd end up when I enlisted. Growing up on Nar Shaddaa, you only join the army for the free ticket out of there.
You enlisted so you could leave Nar Shaddaa?
You better believe it. Before the army, I ran with whatever gang had the loosest boss and the most spare detonite. Had a long list of enemies. Even street trash take it bad when you blow up their buddies.
Ever wish you could go home again?
I've been back to that slime hole plenty of times. The heat's more than died down now. Joining up turned out to be the best idea I ever had. A lot more fun than running with those scrubs back on the streets, most of the time.
What's not to like?
Lot of rules. Can't just beat down the people who come to enforce them. Have to play nice, or smart. Enough reminiscing. Let's go trash something, huh?
Target neutralized, sir. Lord Kavos will threaten the innocent people of the galaxy no longer. As expected, his overconfidence made his defeat all but certain. I simply took my place among the scum, hoping to gain his favor, then struck at the first opportunity.
But that got you a lot closer than you would have otherwise.
Precisely, sir. Lord Kavos decided that a fight to the death would determine his champion, every man for himself. Once the fighting began, I closed in. I started by grabbing a Nikto thug who was making liberal use of a flamethrower. With pinpoint accuracy, I hurled him toward Kavos, whose robes were instantly ignited.
I imagine that kept Kavos' attention pretty well.
It did, sir. Although Kavos was thoroughly distracted, I remained cautious and did not engage him directly. Instead, I targeted a nearby Mandalorian using a jetpack. As soon as his velocity and flight vector were pointed correctly, I opened fire with my cannons, sending him barreling into Kavos and the Nikto. The explosion did the rest.
Sounds like you carried out your mission with exceptional skill.
Thank you very much, sir. This was a critical victory. Our comrades are sure to take heart when they hear that a monster like Kavos has been laid low. I'll begin searching for a new target at once.
I'm afraid I have another requisition form that requires your attention, sir. Our shipboard rations have fallen somewhat below the levels outlined in Code 18, and the Quartermaster Corps restocking estimate is currently 9 weeks. As an alternative, I'd like to supplement our food stores with products from public sources. Real food, as Jorgen would say, but commanding officer approval is required.
If we could have been having real food this whole time, why haven't we?
In the past, restocking through official channels was the simpler option, but demand is much higher now. I'll have us back to standard stock levels in no time. Thank you for your time, sir.
I'm suddenly motivated to find out more about the Council's special permission. Let you know when I do, tough guy.
This is Jedi Knight Liha Nerez. Please identify.
Master Tol Braga sent me to help you.
I already received word of your success on Balmora. Glad you're here. As if Hoth wasn't hostile enough, I'm contending with the Empire and White Maw pirates of all things.
I'm getting a lot of interference on this end. What's the problem?
The planet's atmosphere plays havoc with comm frequencies. We're lucky to have any signal at all. Hoth's one of the largest starship graveyards in the galaxy. During the war, there was a massive battle in orbit. Dozens of vessels crashed to the surface. Because of the freezing cold, they've remained well preserved. Some are almost intact.
Our objective's in that starship graveyard, isn't it?
One of the crash vessels contained a full technical readout of the Emperor's fortress.
A map of the bad guy's house. Nice.
One of the Empire's top scientists during the war upgraded the fortress's defenses. He was the only non-Sith to ever see the inside. The technical readouts were lost when the scientists crashed here. His shipwreck has never been found.
That's a surprising amount of top-secret information.
Republic SIS raided an Imperial intelligence base on Nar Shaddaa. This information was among dozens of classified data files they recovered. Those technical readouts are critical to infiltrating the Emperor's fortress. We will not fail. I'm headed for the main Republic base. Take a shuttle to the surface and meet me there. Liha Nerez out. Sorry I couldn't meet you. We've got a full-scale Imperial invasion on our hands. They caught us by surprise.
Tell me your position. I'll come to you.
I'm defending a forward outpost, but our support team is pinned down closer to you. I'm sending the coordinates now. You're looking for a detachment from the 301st Infantry led by Sergeant Rusk. His squad is being overrun by Imperial probe droids.
I'll find your friends. A few probe droids shouldn't pose much of a threat.
These droids are set to rush targets and explode when they get close enough.
Have to hand it to the Empire. When it comes to killing people, they're innovators.
Sergeant Rusk has vital information we need. I'm counting on you to keep him and his men alive. May the Force be with you.
You are the slime, the filth, the wretches of society. You are what Sith Lords scrape off their boots. I don't know why the Sith Empire even bothers with you, miserable curs. They'd be wiser to give you shovels and have you dig your own graves.
I take it these are the new acolytes?
My lord, you clean up well. Yes, these are the acolytes. A worse bunch than yours, if you ask me. I was just preparing these new slaves for their imminent death. Are you here for an apprentice, or were you just feeling nostalgic?
I was just thinking of what good times we had together. Well, that and my apprentices were just ruthlessly killed.
Good times, yes. Anaton had the sense to pass up this cancerous lot, so they're yours if you want them. This worm is Sephiroth. They found him in a Hutt's palace, crushing prisoners' heads for the Hutt's entertainment.
Steve Pamuhu Mwaga.
Shut up, slave. You don't talk directly to a Lord of the Sith unless she asks it. This beady-eyed monstrosity is Argog. Don't know where on a Cath hound's backside he's supposed to come from. Sorry, what was that? Can't understand a word it says. This gangly creature is Jackson. He's no Sith, but he's at least human. And this bone-faced one, well, I can't pronounce whatever gibberish he says he's called. We call him Zalek.
Master.
Don't let him fool you. Too wild for his own good. There were 2 others, but we made the mistake of leaving them alone with Zalek.
Make sure you push them as hard as you pushed me.
And look how you turned out. Murdered your master. Be careful what you wish for. You may check back as you please. I don't expect it to take too long to chew through this bunch. What are you staring at, wretches? You know your trial. Now go!
I trust our friend Harkin is doing well. If your business is finished on Korriban, it's time we looked for another spirit to bind.
Tell me about this ghost.
We think what Andronicus has heard is true. A Republic transport crashed over Hoth about a year ago. It was carrying artifacts from a Sith tomb that the Jedi had confiscated.
You think they got the tomb's chief resident as well?
More likely than not.
The Jedi never recovered the transport. I don't like the idea of binding the dead like this, but if you have to, I'd start looking for that transport.
How would you know that?
Usatida sin fara alaim ja'al in ima jahaban iten. In pamalhab fralat forte fuima alaizos kaskaf tais. Ababarna habens glaubena ni in usakwai usiterens apipao.
I helped you defeat Veshik Urk. I'll help you find Tulak Horde's bones.
My tais is.
What sort of jobs are coming up? Hunting? Mercenary work?
You never know in this business.
Should keep me on my toes. Been in a few skirmishes. Treaty with the Republic made real fighting scarce. Like to see something worthy.
Looking for at least 10 to 1 odds? Or will you be satisfied with just one of something nasty?
Tough call. Our people need battle to find out what we are. Mando without war is like a starship without space.
Guess we better find a war then.
Looking forward to it.
Remember those Arcona colonists I was telling you about? Well, I've got the perfect racket to skim a little profit off those moisture-farming saps. Salt.
As in table salt?
Well, I'm not talking bath salts, considering water's a luxury good. Listen, I've got a theory. I used to know this spacey Arconan bagman back on Nar Shaddaa. Thought the guy was a spice head for the longest time. Turns out I was only half right. This guy's cravings were something else.
Your friend had some sort of reaction.
Can't say for certain, but I've got my suspicions. One night after making our handoff in some dive diner, he orders some garbage soup and dumps an entire shaker of salt into the bowl. Should have seen the way this guy went at the stuff before stumbling out of the place like it's last call.
So? You want to sell them salt?
Do we look like two credit traders? We're going to sell those colonists the answer to all their woes, specially formulated and offered exclusively through Rowing Industries. If I'm right about how much Arcona love the stuff, our biggest problem will be keeping up the supply.
Remember the SIS project number I found? 32? Turns out if you search for it in enough super secret Republic databases, it gets noticed. Ran into a little, trouble. Like, if I keep doing this, the chance of mysteriously disappearing goes up dramatically, sort of trouble.
Anything happens to you, I don't know what I'll do.
You know, you just can't find another slicer who'll put up with you. Figure there are other, less hazardous channels I can look into. I'll, let you know if I decide to do anything stupid. Or, more likely, let you know after.
Mako, open a secure channel on the frequency we got from the blacklist.
Come on. Signal strength is really poor. Oh, there we go. Sorta.
This is unexpected. I greet you on behalf of the Chiss Ascendancy, Bounty Hunter. I am Aristocra Shorehardle Milithier. This hollow frequency hasn't had an inquiry in quite some time. I believe there were no longer any interested parties.
If you got a job, I got interest.
I need someone to hunt the Trandoshan pirate lord Renegade Voss. Are you such an individual?
May as well ask us to hunt the ghost of Nagasato.
Keep your opinions to yourself.
Fine.
Your associate's skepticism is understandable. The Trandoshan emerges from uncharted space only to destroy. He is quite real and presently wreaking havoc on Chiss-occupied territory.
What else can you tell me about Voss?
Very little, unfortunately. He's never left anyone alive to give a proper report. Voss appears to have joined up with the White Moor, a massive confederacy of pirates pillaging Hoth's starship graveyard. Their raids have reduced our salvage operations to smoking wreckage.
They sound like my kind of people.
Maybe you'll finally meet that special someone who shares your passion for making craters.
I'd choose carefully who you throw in with. The White Moor's days are numbered. We've permitted the Empire to use Hoth for strategic purposes in exchange for their assistance dislodging the pirates. Imperial soldiers will handle the White Moor. However, Voss is worth more to us alive.
Imperial grunts can't be trusted with this kind of work.
Our patrols recently captured one of the White Moor pirates out in the wastes. It may be able to point you to Voss once you arrive. I'm transmitting credentials that will allow you unrestricted access to Hoth's surface. Use them to travel to these coordinates. Contact me when you've secured Voss.
Come in, Captain. This is General Garza. I understand you've just docked over Hoth. Hoth is locked in a three-way resource battle between the Republic, the Sith Empire, and a powerful alliance of pirate warlords. It's pure chaos.
What's so valuable on an ice world?
Hoth was the site of a major fleet battle during the First War. Many advanced warships, both Republic and Imperial, crashed on its surface. Both sides need the material from those ships, and both sides want to learn the secrets of the other. The pirates, of course, see opportunity.
I'll have to keep my eyes open for any ship-mounted weaponry.
I'm sure your new recruit can help you in that regard. You're recruiting a technical specialist named Sergeant Yun. Judging by his service record, he's the finest technician in the entire Republic military. Yun is a Gand, an uncommon species in the Republic, and he follows an indigenous shamanistic training. No one understands it, but his results are unmatched.
What's a Gand?
Gands are insectoid bipeds, native to a planet of the same name. They rarely leave their homeworld, making Yun doubly exceptional. Currently, He's scavenging crashed Imperial warships to piece together a functional Umbra encryptor, the machine responsible for the Empire's most secure military codes. It's critical that Yun completes the Umbra encryptor. We've never come close to breaking the code, and the amount of intelligence we could gain is immense.
With Havoc's help, the job will be done in no time.
Yun has already been informed of his transfer into Havoc Squad. I'm told he's excited to meet you. Contact me again when the mission is concluded and Yun has completed the Umbra encryptor. Garza out.
Hey, come here. This is going to be hilarious. Remember the credits I brought in from that old weapon sale? Those were from my second buyer. The first guy I lined up wasn't offering as much as I liked, so I bailed on him. Cheap jerk is all worked up that I sold him to someone else. He's trying to put a scare in me.
Wouldn't it be easier to just ignore the guy?
Easier? Sure. But this is more fun. Guy's name is Red Hand Magarin. He runs a few guns. Thinks he's a real tough guy. Hey there, Red.
My guns, Vic. Where are they?
Well, I was having a chat with my new boss, the commander of Havoc Squad, and we decided to go with another buyer.
If that's the commander of Havoc Squad, I'm the king of Alderaan. I want those guns, Vic.
I don't know anything about any weapons deals.
I hope Vic's paying you good to get on my nerves. When you back out on a deal with me, there are consequences, Vic. I'll be seeing you.
Uh-oh, consequences. I hope I don't lose any sleep.
You got bigger things to worry about than some arms dealer.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I never would have imagined. Officer on deck!
Why don't you give me the details of your operation, Sergeant? Having the Imperial's own records should speed up our search. Havoc's used to going in first. Just point us in the right direction.
Liha Nerez sent me. Looks like I got here just in time.
No worries, Master Jedi. I was prepared to hold this position indefinitely. Sergeant Fiddleton Rusk, 301st Infantry. My squad's at your service.
There's no more squad. We're all that's left.
We're a squad until I say otherwise, Private. Now on your feet.
Your man's in need of a Kolto tank.
You're a squad of one, Sergeant.
He can hold a rifle. That's all the mission requires. Our objective was to secure Imperial survey maps of the Starship Graveyard. Target achieved. Imperial counterattackers pursued us here. Squad fatalities, 66.4%. Enemy fatalities, 100%.
Hang on. I'm picking up a fresh wave of probe droids outside. They're headed this way.
The Sergeant and I will handle this. Keep your head down.
No loafing. You see a shot, take it.
Yes, sir. Here they come!
My force.
Enemy fatalities, 100%. You can come out now, Private.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank this Jedi for doing your job, soldier.
I'm just glad you're safe, Private.
Any soldier trashing the Jedi gets a punch in the mouth from me. That's a promise.
These are the Imperial survey maps of the Starship Graveyard. Liha Nerez wants to see them. I'll return to base and reconstitute my squad. We'll meet you at our coordinates ASAP. Stay sharp out there.
This is General Callan Grain, Republic High Command. I just arrived in orbit above Hoth. Quite a mess down there. I'm told you commandeered some men from the 301st Infantry for your classified operation. The Imperial offensive left us in bad shape. We've been scratching your back. Now we need a favor.
My mission is of utmost importance. Are you certain you need me?
I wouldn't be calling personally if this wasn't an emergency. Scout teams detected several Imperial weapon platforms under construction in the ice fields near our base. If the enemy sets artillery that close, they can shoot down our shuttles. I need you to destroy those weapon platforms, now.
I'll move out immediately. Where am I going?
You're receiving coordinates to the Imperial weapon platforms now. Good luck. General Grain out.
Been watching you work. You're good with that blaster.
Gotta be a good shot in this business.
I've seen hunters who couldn't hit the broadside of a dreadnought. Nice to see a professional in action. Might even learn a few things hanging around you.
Remember how I said I'd avoid SIS databases for the time being? Decided this was a good time to take a crack at the encryption on that SIS creep Carteri's datapad. The encryption is crazy. Someone threw a solid wall of credits into keeping this thing secure.
Anyone goes to that much trouble to keep a secret. It's gotta be something serious.
That's the scary part. I mean, I'm seriously getting the creeps now. What's my family involved in that's worth this kind of money to the Republic?
Whatever it is, stay out of it. We don't need to borrow trouble.
That's probably the smart approach. Anyway, thanks for listening to me babble. Much appreciated.
I'm here to interrogate your prisoner.
This can't be authentic. Wait here. I mean it. You will please excuse my manners before. The prisoner is right this way. Little rat has been nothing but trouble.
What do you mean?
It slipped out of its cell 6 times since the patrols brought it in. Don't ask me how. Never makes a run for it, though. Just noses around and starts taking things apart. It's driving me crazy.
Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokawa. Chumiko waflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Think all the White Maw would be this threatening?
Good luck understanding it. Show yourself out when you're finished.
Kodva kinizibe liwenezin walezek handaleno.
Whoa. Watch when you point that thing.
Sekalazobina.
Tell me what you know about Renegade Voss, the Trandoshan.
Cosa bantululutenga. Oko hamasusi helulu. Riwatini aruba. Ce cosa niete baba yara fara. Ibana perge. Kelizi aisli nitin mimini. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazu yaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeote yatata. Relon pi niete bombom. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokawa. Chumiko waflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Voss hung you out to dry, so why not help me toss him in a cage?
Jehambalu. Karuza gobidon. Juminlu inadali. Kiluak sugu umpi. Nafusa niga espa vandoga trono. Rilo umpi opizo. Ayeta babatonipa. Hibioto. Widi hayes chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantengu iki. Nafuso lompango no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayafa shahara.
I'm realizing there's a lot I don't understand about the Empire.
Are you having second thoughts?
It's hard to see good in an empire that thinks of non-humans as nothing more than slaves.
The Empire is a meritocracy. Those that can rise to the top. The inferior fall behind.
It doesn't sound as if merit has anything to do with it. I just wonder. The original Sith weren't human. It's a contradiction.
Contrary to what the Jedi teach, the world is not all light and dark. There are many shades, and many contradictions.
I'm beginning to see that, but I'm not sure I like it.
I hope you found some more information on this ghost business, Andronicus.
Look, I've been doing some digging around, and by all accounts, this stuff is more messed up than Tatooine. Pirates run this place, though the Empire and the Republic have dared to move in of late. Still, ships don't land here. The cold is part of it, but there are other rumors. The kind you'd ignore if you had sense.
There's nothing sensible about looking for a ghost in a frozen wasteland.
Yeah, I guess if I wanted sense, I should have stuck with killing and stealing. There was a light freighter out of Yavin 4, the Star Runner, disappeared over this place. Reported some strange happenings before it did. It was a smuggler vessel loaded full of ancient junk from Yavin's tombs. If I wanted to catch a ghost, I'd start asking after that ship.
Hope you've got your blasters ready.
Just finishing the cold weather fittings, and I'll be ready. Hollow chatter says the Empire's operating in this ice block, so you might try using your new Lord of the Sith authority. Careful, though. Place is crawling with pirates, and they aren't all as nice as me.
I'm looking for a ship called the Star Runner.
My lord, truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash. Actually, the name Star Runner sounds familiar. If I may ask, what do you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanason's behalf, naturally.
I am my own master now, but you can be forgiven for thinking otherwise.
Right, of course. I meant no offense, my lord. Star Runner. Blast. Your ship crashed years ago. It's buried under a few tons of snow by now. Your best bet? No. Give me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
I'm afraid you may be dead in a few months. Is there a faster solution?
Well, I mean, there's an Imperial Reclamation Service team you could take command of, if you wanted. It's just, the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand.
I only care that he can find the ship.
Lieutenant Talos Drellick could find a piece of glass in the Tatooine desert, but he's very particular about his work. I'm afraid I can't call Lieutenant Drellick. The weather on Hoth is bad for communications. The team's way out in the waste searching for some mythical Sith temple on Hoth of all places. Good luck, my lord.
Scouts report the Imperial artillery teams are retreating. Nice work. I have a feeling I'll need you again before this is over. Hope you're planning to stick around.
My mission could take me anywhere, General. If I can help you, I will.
Understood. I'll be in touch. General Grain out.
I have the Imperial survey maps of the Starship Graveyard.
I understand Sergeant Rusk's squad paid dearly for these. Meaty 1, please analyze the maps. Find any profile that matches a Pythar-class Imperial shuttlecraft. The Meaties are pleased to meet you. They're great fans of yours.
I didn't realize I'd become a droid celebrity.
Everyone's famous to somebody.
Ever since I built the Meaties, I've been teaching them Jedi history, philosophy, everything. Someday, the Meaties will prove that even droids can use the Force.
The Force is generated by living beings, not machines.
How do you define a living being? In the end, aren't we all just machines of a sort? Throughout history, certain droids have achieved well beyond their design limitations. I believe the Force is the answer. Droids who go long enough without memory wipes develop personalities. Couldn't they develop more than that?
I think you're onto something, Leha.
You're the first member of our order to admit the potential. Even Master Braga is skeptical. You found something? Let me see. The Empire recently discovered a crash site matching the scientist vessel. Imperial forces are excavating the wreck at an ice cavern nearby. We need to move fast, and we'll need reinforcements.
What are the odds this is the same vessel we're looking for?
The level of effort the enemy's putting into that excavation can't be a coincidence. I'll contact Sergeant Rusk and inform him of the situation. You and I will hit the enemy from 2 directions. I'll enter the cavern at these coordinates. You go in at this entrance. We'll meet in the middle. Don't worry, Meaty. The Force is with us. I'll see you at the cavern.
You're a wanted man, boss. I'm here to take you in. Kundapolua, Yorska Pokret, Tosk Tanga Rastak, Shivertskarsk, Gus, Zonkelis, Korraa, Radoras Kajaba, Kurkunska, Orglexi, Rajo Raunor, Dounska. Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots.
Navrasisi, Ordarkicha, Rantelvendes, Wajulambasar, Parskupotrak, Nodraksk, Kundapolua, Bisade Mohargask, Barkavas, Kurksasek, Otrafelsgojek.
Just you and me now, pig. Spill your guts before I do. Fry, piggy.
Voss didn't think much of us.
Come on, we're paying Blizz another visit. Voss took off. Let his cronies do the dying. Said I wasn't worthy.
Fime nekila ogen fuzo nalapo. Ayafatom jam koruza. Kodva kinizibe liwe nezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana.
I'll track Voss down the old-fashioned way.
Espavandunta vin. Tashi yahosa yadan. Topaton lomo. Osponsa ventuti. Akusa dinin. Bobolo mandayo. Zenobada hinekas. Baba hamzuye lupariana kujunzo. Baba kirulo kaminotor ka kolopo. Basa chakosa linchakan fuhun. Obligundo kita wabakawami. Omokobe kavami gabene.
Know anything to help me deal with Aor?
Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. No fuso lampago no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayapa shahara. Uja kalopo chuvara kawanadabi. Chikua ibana iletas luza domonolumi. Chakosa bifanete mambe nenga unti. Fime nekila ogen fuso nalapo. Karusa gobidon. Chuin lui ladari. Kiluak sugo umpi. No fuso nigayas pa vandoga trono. Rilo umpi o piso. Ayeta babatoinipa. Ibioto.
Never met a Jawa who couldn't turn tech to scrap in 10 seconds flat.
Womokobe kavamiga bene. Ayata suta untiti. Asuna dukarata darokawa. Chumiko waflo. Karusa suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebiote yatata. Relompi niete bombom. Kursa bantululu tenga. Oko hamasusi helulu. Riwa tini aruba. Chekosa niete baba yara fara. Ibana perke. Kelize ya isli nited mini.
I'm gonna need a heat resistor? On Hoth?
Ubarare duki buja. Kodva kinizibe liwe nezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami.
Lightsaber jerk.
Impatience got the better of me. I blundered in here like a Padawan. The heavy turrets were an unpleasant surprise. All those turrets, just for us? I'm touched.
You were surrendering, Jedi. I suggest you keep that promise.
Give us a moment, please. I need to explain the situation to my friend.
I obviously missed a lot. Give me the short version.
I sprung a trap. The end. Turns out, the Imperial in the Hollow is more interested in capturing than killing us. Keep him talking. Trust me.
My patience is at an end. Lay down your weapons or my men will destroy you.
Those uniforms. You people aren't standard Imperial military.
I am a member of the Emperor's personal guard, as are the men under my command. The soldiers you face are specially trained to kill Jedi, and they outnumber you.
Not anymore, Imperial scum.
They tricked us. Kill everyone!
Got here as soon as we could. Had to engage some Imperial patrols in our way, but nothing serious.
Nothing serious? Privates Vanth and Eder don't know what day it is. We're lucky to all be alive.
Shut it down, Private. I don't tolerate insubordination.
All of you, please, listen. I know you've been through a lot. I understand your frustration. But a good Jedi, a good soldier, puts emotions aside to do what's necessary. To say the fate of the galaxy depends on us is no exaggeration. We must hold together.
Keep that up, the Republic might make you a general.
Let's honor this Jedi by giving our all.
This is the scientist vessel. And look what I found hiding under a dead Imperial officer.
The rest of your unit is dead, Imperial. Start talking, or you'll join them.
Please, I don't know anything. I'm just a computer tech.
We won't hurt you, but the more you help us, the more we can help you.
When I said I didn't know anything, that wasn't completely true. My job was to slice the databanks of this old starship, but the White Maw beat us to them. They lifted the whole network.
The pirates stole the ship's databanks?
They took everything valuable, but they missed the computer decryption file. They can't read the databanks without this.
I'll be taking that.
The White Maw maintains a depot inside a crashed dreadnought. Everything they loot goes there.
At least our objective is clear.
The pirates secure their depot with ray shields. We'll have to find some way past them to reach those databanks.
The Medes scouted White Maw territory. They located 2 reactors buried beneath the ice. They're no doubt powering the ray shields. If we destroy the reactors, we can enter the pirate depot. Sergeant Rusk, head for these coordinates and destroy the reactor there. My friend will destroy the one at these coordinates.
If your squad runs into trouble, contact me.
Likewise, Master Jedi.
I'll escort our prisoner to the Republic outpost near the Starship Graveyard. The Medes will perform reconnaissance on the Dreadnought. When both pirate reactors are destroyed, meet me at the outpost and we'll plan our assault. May the Force be with us.